Hi, hello, internet friends. Sit back, relax. I am Ryan. I am a commercial and session player and all around gear junkie, and this is my studio. Tonight, we are checking out the next in the Spruce Effects Junior Ranger series. Junior Ranger series are a play on the Americana series, which were very, very limited and quite expensive. These are going to be available all the time. And this is one that I actually like more than the Americana version. So I'm just going to say that. Tonight we're looking at the Yosemite. The Yosemite is a reverb. The original was a spring reverb, an analog spring reverb. This is a digital interpretation of that, and it is just wild. So here I'm going to run it down on multiple guitar tracks. Of course, I'm going to use it on Rhodes. And then come on back here and we will go through the Junior Ranger Yosemite all by its lonesome. Thanks for sticking around. If you, like me, are a gear nerd who spends way too much time in your dark studio rather than being outside with normal people, then this is a place for you. Please like, subscribe, comment below. I'm always interested in what you have to think, even when I disagree with you. All right, I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and winters in Minneapolis are just like this. And so, you know, one day it can be -10 and then the next day it's 50 degrees. So I am using a Scythe Guitars OH19 body with an Illuminati Guitars neck. And you'll notice that in that track, I also used an Illuminati Nebula DX. It's just nice to have something to fall back on when things get kind of wonky around here. I'm plugged into a Silktone amp, and it sounds like this. So first thing I think we're going to do here is we're going to put everything at noon, and then we'll make some adjustments and talk about what it is that we're doing. So here we go. All right, so the first control we have here is an intensity control. Controls the wet dry. So that's for something a little bit more subtle. And you can go real far with it. All right, so next to it, we have the intensity on high. Next to it, you have a decay. We've been running a pretty medium noon decay. Pull that back. And then you can go long decay all the way to self-oscillation. I actually used that behind one of the guitar parts where I wanted something, just kind of ominous behind it. So I just turned that up and let it go. So next we have the pre-echo or pre-delay. Pat it at noon, go up. The other way with it. All right, so the next knob we have is the gain knob. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed that this is distorted. So you can run that down. So you don't have to use the internal distortion on this at all, but I would recommend it because I think it sounds amazing. So let's crank it up some. Let's see here. What can we do? Let's go do a short decay. All right, and then next we have the depth control, which is something that Spruce does on a lot of their pedals. And what it really is it's just like low-end content. You go there, you got very little. You go up. So that was just a brief look at the Junior Ranger Yosemite. Very cool pedal. I really like it a lot. I love that drive section in there. I think it sounds just awesome. I would use it on its own. Um, and then, on top of that, like the digital reverb, the way he's doing it has some quirks, and those quirks are really, really awesome. And I felt like he did a really good job of kind of exploiting those quirks so that you can use them in really, really musical ways. And so I just really enjoy this pedal a lot. So thanks, Brian, for sending this over for me to check out. And as always, thank you for the privilege of your time.